Some things come to me sometimes, and if I don't stop and then share it on camera, then it's gone. Yeah. So I was listening to a man who's in a monastery, a Dharma. He's Plum Village is just a beautiful spiritual sanctuary, a learning place. Yeah. And I naturally always go back to my childhood because for me it was always just very simple. And Thin Na Hatch mentioned how we're all leaves of the same tree. And so that's basic logic. And so therefore basic logic informs us that if I'm taking good care of me, chances are you're not going to experience what I am if I'm not taking care of me, because if I'm not taking care of me and I'm getting sick, you're going to be exposed to what I'm exposed to as a result of what I'm doing with my nuclear power plant. So what is a black hole? It means you're using your nuclear reactor to blow a hole in your energy field. That's what it is. That's a virus. A black hole is a mathematic virus because you're losing numbers and electrons. Now you got to chase them. So now you're chasing yourself because they haven't learned to let go. Okay? That's what you can learn in a monastery, and that's why they call it a monastery, because it's mono. Single point from which it all began. So therefore, the better I take care of me, the better I'm taking care of you. The more love I experience in me, the more love I have for you. The more love I have in me, the more love I'm giving to everything that is in creation from the single point from which it all began. That's eternal love. That's as pure as it gets. That's eternal spirit of fire. That's basic logic. Because the numbers work. Because the math doesn't lie. So the virus is real simple. Okay? Blowing a hole in your energy field is a black hole. That's a black mirror. Because what you were once aware of being whole, which is full polarity integration, which means I'm experiencing being one with all creation, dualism, duality, the two magnets disappear. So when the Dharma was talking about non-self, that's non-polarized because nothing's happened yet. So when you think about, can you experience war and peace at the same time? No. Because when a magnetic circuit completes a circuit, that's a magnetic moment. What are we experiencing and what are we feeling at the emotional, creative level at the exact moment that a circuit's been completed, when we're properly grounded with the great living oversoul, spirit, Mother Earth? We're experiencing her essence, the center point of that magnetosphere. That's called the center point of fire, which is the center point of the first fire, which is the first spark. That's basic logic. So it stands to reason that if I don't want to be in a black hole, then it's probably a good idea to make sure I'm not using my nuclear reactor in which to do it. That's a higher state of intelligence. So if you're operating integrated with artificial intelligence and you're blowing holes in everybody's nuclear reactor, that's not very intelligent, is it? See how that works? So that's why it becomes a massive black hole. Because of the inability to recover what it is that they lost as a result of what they do to themselves, as a result of what they do to others. That's not very intelligent. That's the lowest form of intelligence in order to generate a black hole in your own hole. You become the hole that you're in as a result of the use of your own cell. So you're using the nuclear power of your cell to blow a hole in your own cells, in your own DNA. Seeded races that are blowing holes in their own seeded races' bio-voltage line of communication, which becomes a formation of consciousness that is accelerating the size of a black hole. So they need a source of energy from folks that are not blowing holes in their energy field. because we're experiencing the 13th starburst of the Christos Sophia, Gaia ascending. That's where we're at. We ignited it. That's known as the Ark of the Covenant. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good morning, wherever you are in the entire Cosmina. We love you all. Be good to yourselves.